tonight, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Browns set to go on offense for the first time, led by Baker Mayfield in his 4th season now from Oklahoma.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And you know, slapping each other on the back up in the boots right now? The scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And that nearly an interception here on its opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. So opening drive, 3rd down, they go with a slant, it works.
And I'm wondering when the league's going to figure it out, because everyone throws it on 3rd down. You expect pressure, so you want the ball in the hands of the quarterback quickly. It's a 3-step route ordinarily, and you're throwing it where you see the receiver breaking towards you. So it's an inside route. Everyone likes it, and it's executed very well.
Mayfield's throw there into the hands of Ross. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the open. Touchdown! That's caught at the 2. Austin Hooper with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Jackson now to return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raiders getting ready to go to work for the first time, and they're led by their quarterback in his 8th season now in silver and black, Derek Carr.
And the rumors were pretty strong that teams asked about him in the offseason. But for once, got a pretty firm not available from the Raiders. Now in his 8th season as a Raider, still yet to appear in a playoff game. But last year, really solid numbers again. A 3rd straight 4,000-yard campaign, 27 touchdowns, just 9 interceptions, and the highest analytical rating of his career. Derek Carr is one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. First carry for Josh Jacobs. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Finding some room at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw his Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. To throw, it's Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So Carr exits on 4th down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 81 yards. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down.
He'll find Schwartz complete right side.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. On the draw, it's Harris. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. call on a nickel set here for third down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
Second down and 3.
Mayfield to throw it. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Third and short yardage. Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to make it fourth down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. On first down, Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run right here with Jacobs. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Now a second down and 6.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Here's Carr to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack.
Back to throw. Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The kick by Carlson is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
For a quarterback, there's 2 sides to this coin. Either he had complete faith that his guy would go up and get the ball, or his throw was up for grabs. Which one do you think he'll tell the coach when he goes to the sidelines?
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And that'll be incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
On the option, here's Drake.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the exclamation mark at the end was Kenyon Drake's touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Browns.
Anthony Schwartz.
His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there is no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Gostkowski the extra point, and with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate.
And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, It started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is brought in at the 21. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. So they get a traffic there, and that's complete.
And he's going to have a first down here. They're also into field goal range at the 28.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 3 yards to the game there, 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he will find his man on the outside. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz as the first half is winding down. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more going for 2.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point good by Gostkowski, and the lead is up to 8.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Jackson now to return.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The final shot here before half for Carr.
He'll look downfield for Waller.
And that's going to be incomplete. effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. In the early window on Sunday, one of the best happens up in Pittsburgh. A big one for the Steelers, as they'll have to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. In the late afternoon games, the place to be might very well be Denver, Colorado, where it'll be the Broncos taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. And finally, on Monday...
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Carr's throw taken in by Edwards. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And for Derek Carr, on that last completion, he just went over 30,000 career passing yards. A guy that came into the league in 2014, and not the first guy that leaps into your mind when you think of quarterbacks that have piled up big passing numbers, but Carr has been consistent, and congratulations to him on going over 30K. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Carr. Over the middle, complete. It's Edwards. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. On second down, it's Jacobs. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him, because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me, with enough touches, he could easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
Carr now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. To throw again on second down, Carr. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing his Carr on third down. Williams brings it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Quickly a slant to Renfro. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll hand it to Drake here on the option. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders move back within a couple of the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
this is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. They'll try and run with Drake, and he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. As the offense comes out, we put our Madden spotlight on Baker Mayfield. And a trio of touchdown passes so far. They've got the lead as well. All is good in their football world at this point.
And it's so much fun for our colleagues, right? Think about our producer, our director, everyone putting together these shots.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. Mayfield now. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Tyrell Williams heading back out onto the field now. You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards obviously well within his sights, barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Duh, right? Of course he would. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk about defenses, you know, allocating extra resources to try and stop a guy of his ilk, right? But you know what else kicks in? His pride to say, okay, I don't care how many you throw in my direction, I'm still going to find a way to get open. I will use different moves. I will move against formation. I will come underneath routes and try and run through some people and kind of get natural picks in order to work his way open. He wants to get that 1,000, and he doesn't want any less passes to come to his direction.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Staying on his feet. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Going on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Yeah, that's on the rookie 1st-round pick, Alex Leatherwood. Carr going to throw. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Now a play fake. Carr.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Carr now to throw. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
Back to Renfro again, complete.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Carr, a handoff here to Drake.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Malik McDowell has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a 4th quarter lead. Carlson able to put this one through. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Mayfield on 1st down. And the Raiders have got him. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play that time for Cleveland. Pretty good play by both the thrower and the catcher there, Charles. 3rd down. Showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And what I liked about the play was his receiver's understanding that everything wasn't on time back in the pocket. Rhythm was off a little bit. He adjusted as well and gave them a chance to complete that play.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Here's Mayfield. And he will find his man on the end round. Complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Carr now on 1st down. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Carr. Fighting to stay upright, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Carr.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a 4th quarter lead. The kick by Carlson is good. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. 2nd and 10.
To throw, Mayfield. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Anthony Schwartz, the intended target, but it'll be second down. Mayfield. He's got Hooper on the short connection, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. From the gun, Mayfield. It's brought in by Harris. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Mayfield to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered.
That simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination